Hey guys, it's Bailey. Welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for tuning in to what's going to be a video about some underrated brands. This is actually a continuation of a couple of other videos that I've done in this similar category where I talk about some brands that I feel like are really underloved, under-talked about here specifically on YouTube, and then I talk about the products that I personally really like and would recommend to you guys. So I will link the playlist that I have those two other videos in right up here if you want to go give them a watch, but let's go ahead and start talking about my latest finds. First are the products that made me realize I hadn't done one of these in a while. They are the Danessa Myricks Color Fix, and I talked about these when I did my favorite purple eyeshadows videos. These are basically a cream product that you can use on the eyes, lips, cheeks, and they're crazy pigmented. They come in super fun colors. I mean, they're all fun colors, but super bright, bold colors like these that I have here, which are Wild Orchid and Secret Garden, or they do have like matte cream finish or blush shades as well. This one is Latte, which might, for me personally, it's a little more wearable for me on my lips and cheeks. But a little goes a long way with these, so even though these look like more petite canisters, you just need a teensy little bit to get a real pack of pigment punch, and they last forever. I mean, not just the product you get, but like the longevity of the product when you're wearing it is insane. It's stellar. It lasts all day. It does not smudge, crease, or budge. I do notice if I go a little too heavy with some of these, specifically like Wild Orchid, I do get a little bit of crumbly fallout that stops after a little bit, but just beware. I personally recommend doing your eyes first. Even though they're a cream product, so you don't technically have to worry about fallout, once these dry, and they do dry pretty quickly, but once they do dry, I just get occasionally the little bit of crumbly that will fall down, and then to wipe away, it can leave a little bit of streakiness. So I would just do your eyes first. Next up is the brand Makeup Addiction Cosmetics, which is not unheard of. I mean, I think it's pretty insta-famous, but again, this is just about the products that I feel like deserve a lot more love here on YouTube. And so the product that I love specifically is the Holy Glow Volume 2 palette. I also have an eyeshadow palette that I bought. I bought both of these at the makeup show when it was in town in Dallas. And I haven't dug into the eyeshadow palette so much, but this is what made me buy both of those to begin with. It's a highlight palette. And I have a whole video about how I highlight and why this changed my highlight world. It just rocked my makeup world when the makeup artist actually working at the booth that was carrying this product, he applied this to me. He taught me how to mix and match my highlights, and I'll never be the same again. So love Makeup Addiction Cosmetics, love this palette specifically. Go check out that highlight video if you're interested in more. Up next is a pretty new brand, period. It is Clean Slate Cosmetics, and it's pretty new because they actually rebranded from Who Is She Cosmetics that had the lip composites. So now they've since branched out into so much more than lip composites. They still have lip products, but they also have these whipped highlighters that the second they announced that they were now Clean Slate Cosmetics and they started posting their products, I was like, yes, please, I need all of them. I didn't get all of them, but I did get two of them. The two that I just like, when I had to run down the list, I was like, okay, self-control, pick two. So naturally, I chose the one called Glazed Donut because, why, yes. If I could just have donuts in all aspects of my life, that would be amazing. Also appropriately named because it does kind of give you the sheen of a glazed donut, which I do not hate. And then the other one is Ziana Glow, and I'm actually wearing both of these today, so you'll see them in action to get the look that I'm wearing. This one is more of a sheer white base with an iridescent purple shift, and both of them are mousse highlighters. They are ultra pigmented, and they have, I mean, yes, it's a mousse consistency, but it's such a different interesting mousse consistency to where when you spread and blend it out, it is like totally budge proof. Like you put it on the back of your hand and it doesn't interfere with my makeup as I apply it, whether it's powder or liquid. And then once it dries down, it is totally budge proof. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done it yet, but I'm very tempted to apply Glazed Donut as a primer because it is such a subtle but beautiful sheen that it gives the face that it's almost like a lit from within primer, and because it's so budge proof, I could totally see it helping your makeup last all day. So I think that's an idea that I might actually act on. But anyway, highly recommend you go check out Clean Slate Cosmetics, specifically the whipped blushes. But I do also, when I placed that order, they also sent an eyeshadow palette in here as well. So here are some of those shades. Like, these are insanely pigmented and metallic. Again, I just haven't had a chance to put those to the test. So let me know if you want to see more of those products. Next brand is another one where I featured the products in my top purple eyeshadows video. This is from Blot Beauty, and I discovered supported them at the makeup show as well, and this is their Trailblazer palette, but they also inside are the Trailblazer suede eyeshadows. So you can mix and match and customize these. Here is the palette for reference. It's a cardboard exterior, has a good size mirror inside, and then really nicely sized large square shadows in here. I have a mixture of mattes and shimmers. You can see I've separated them by the top row. Matte, with the exception of this gorgeous glittery black, and then all of my shimmers, which are basically metallic. They're so richly pigmented and textured on the bottom. They have an amazing mix of bold, bright colors, as well as your classic everyday neutrals. I obviously wanted to, I love a good neutral, but I have a lot of them, so I wanted to venture outside of my comfort zone, and it's what I'm currently wearing today. So that's what you'll see in the application here. These are the shadows that I'm wearing. And yeah, this again, just a really fantastic product from a brand that I feel like, at least here on YouTube, is pretty underrated. And last up is a brand that I am nearly positive I have mentioned in one of these underrated brand videos before, but they have come out with new products and I still feel like they're underrated, so here we are again. It is the brand Adept Cosmetics, and I've talked about them here on the channel already for their magnetic makeup palettes. They have this amazing dual-sided plastic palette where either side or both sides are magnetized, and then they have a clear acrylic divider between the two. And then I also most recently mentioned their new marble palette, which holds a crazy amount of eyeshadows, and they're so affordable and beautiful palettes, very durable. Just 2 thumbs up. I really like them. But they do have makeup products now. And so the 2 palettes that I'm going to mention are face palettes, the first of which I've been using a lot. If you follow me on Instagram and you've seen them tagged, it's because I've been using this face palette. It's the Magnetic Face and Cheek palette, and inside has this cardboard exterior and then a good sized mirror inside, but you open it up to see that you get a highlight, 2 matte bronzers or matte contours, however you'd like to use them, and then a highlighter. The pigment on all of these is insane. I have to go in with a very light hand, and I feel like the viewfinder, at least, this is not doing the pigment here justice, because this blush called Horus I have to go in with such a light hand because it is so stinking pigmented. The pans are huge. I just think it's such a great deal for the amount of product you get and the quality. And again, because these are so pigmented and you get the 2 varieties of bronzers, the bold blush, this amazing highlight, it's going to be good for a super wide range of skin tones. So there's that palette. And then when they sent that to me, they also sent their highlight palette, which is the Face Ambiance Mineral Glow palette. Okay, I know a lot of us are sick of highlight palettes. I'm not, never will be. I love a good highlight. So if you're with me, this thing has 4 different huge pans of highlight, same kind of exterior, nice big mirror on the other side, but you get, again, if you're into highlight mixing and matching, you get 4 highlights with very different undertones, very different colorings to them, period. So if you want something bronze and then just a hint of frost, or pink with a hint of champagne, you can do all of that with this palette and you just get so much product. So if you're looking for a really amazing and really underrated brand and highlight palette to check out and pick up, really recommend this guy. So that just about covers it for my underrated brands and the products that I love from them. As always with these videos, I'd love to hear from you which brands you have been loving. What do you feel like has really flown under the radar? Those undiscovered gems out there. Let me know down in the comment section below. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.